Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil 7. Last time we completed the Night Terror high difficulty mode of the Nightmare minigame in banned footage. Today is going to be what I suspect our first of many attempts at Ethan Must Die mode. Spoiler alert, it's extremely difficult and we're likely to die many, many, many times. Ethan will wish he had his mommy as you lead him to his death over and over again in this ultra-high difficulty minigame. It's not exaggerating. Let's fire it up. Ready to die. A mountain of corpses. This hellish house has been constructed for but one purpose, to kill intruders. No saves, items are randomized each time, countless traps and monsters await. Ethan will most likely die here, but fear not, even in death you can still retry again and again and again. So, the premise is pretty simple. There's a little slice of the main game that we play through, and it basically turns it into a roguelike. Now that's not entirely true because the monsters and the traps are always in the same place, but the items that we get are randomized every time. So, note the red sky and that our goal is to defeat Marguerite in the greenhouse. So we start here, the knife is all we have. And I will tell you that we're weaker than we are in the main game, or it may be more accurate to say that the enemies are stronger, I don't know, but anything will one-shot us here at the start. So as you go, you get randomly generated crates that are between 1 and 4 stars in quality. Now you have to, one tip that I'll say right away is that a lot of the crates are explosive traps, which will one-shot you, but you can tell which ones they are. If you get close to them and stop, like I'm doing now, if it were a trap, we'd be able to hear it ticking, and there would also be less tape on it than a standard crate. You'll see what I mean the first time we do find a trap. But this is a regular crate, so let's break it open. Psychostimulants. There could not possibly be something less useful for this mode, but that's okay. So let's look around the yard. You'll notice that our objective was to defeat Marguerite in the greenhouse. The yard is clear for now. You can see that there are 3 bombs here next to the gate without tripwires on them. But we don't have the greenhouse key yet. We need to go into the main house to get it. The yard, we can't get into the trailer either. And we're going to encounter our first enemies as soon as we head through the main door. So be ready. Now, the way to find the greenhouse key in the living room of the main house. Now I'll tell you, rather simply, that the goal here is to hoard as much ammo as you possibly can for the fight with Marguerite. There are a few other places you have to use some, but basically you want to dodge enemies and or kill them with traps as much as you possibly can. Now as we run through this room, we're going to get attacked, so I have it memorized because I've beaten it on the PlayStation. So when we go in this room, the overhead balcony is going to have a fat molded who's going to vomit at us, so we have to run to avoid getting hit by that. We're going to have 2 regular molded spawn in as we're walking, and we just want to dodge them. There's going to be a bunch of clutter blocking off a big portion of the room. The door over to towards the living room is going to be locked. The only way out is going to be through the scorpion door over toward the processing area. As we arc around the stuff in the middle, in addition to dodging 2 molded, we're going to have a couple of possible crates. It's not usually worth the risk because we'll generally get hit by the 2 molded who are stalking us if we try to get them. So I'm really only going to go for it if I feel like I have time or I see something that's at least 2 stars in quality, which would make it worth the risk. So let's go for the first room. Ready and go. Alright. Alright. And just close the door behind us. And we're safe for now. Okay, so in this hallway, we actually have an optional area over here to the right that we're going to want to tackle, because going in there just requires us to deal with one molded who we can kill with a trap, and it's going to get us a lot of goodies. So what I'm going to wind up doing is sprinting through the monitoring room all the way through to the storage room that we unlocked with the crow key. I'm going to duck under a tripwire, and the molded that's following me is going to get killed by that tripwire, and then we'll be able to loot the rooms. So here goes. Close that door behind you. I forgot to mention there's a molded. Stalking us from the left. So that one comes in behind us. Just duck under that tripwire, and it'll kill him. Okay. So there's usually something good in here. This is a 3-star crate. It's a real one. This is a 1-star crate, but it's also a real one. So let's slide the both open. More frigging psychostimulants. Here we got the M19 handgun. That's good. Ammo's good, but as I mentioned, we want to hoard it wherever possible. So if we head over here, you'll notice the way back towards the main hall is blocked. We've got a 2-star crate that is a real crate. And we got the M21 shotgun. That's good too. Alright, so now let's backtrack a little bit. Yeah, sorry I forgot to mention the molded that comes in through the left. You actually need to run through here and close the door behind you in order to escape him. This room's empty, so it's not optional after all. That was a lie. And here in the monitoring room, we've got a 1-star crate. Chem fluid, that's good. We got some handgun bullets. And when we go through here, the molded is going to be temporarily gone. We're going to run the former save room is locked. And what we're going to need to do is run down the stairs toward the processing area. There's going to be a bug nest in the way. And as we approach it, that molded is going to spawn in behind us. We have just, and I mean just, enough time to destroy the bug nest with our knife, get through the door, and close it behind us before he gets to us. So that's the next step. Here goes. Do watch up here, though, because as you can see, there's another crate. It's a real one, and hey, we got a first aid med. That's actually only useful if we find some steroids, but in the event we do, it will be useful. Through. And close it. Alright. Alright, so now we do have an optional area. You can see a nerve gas trap there. Leave that for now. We can go through that door, and that's actually the way forward. Over here is an optional area that we are going to want to go raid, even though it will involve dealing with a fast molded, a crawler, on the way back. So there's no way around this gas trap. So the thing to do is sprint over it as quickly as we can, so that it doesn't kill us. Now this one we can sneak around. We're going to want to do that because on our way back we can actually use it to deal with the crawler who's going to spawn. If we run over it like we did that one, it'll actually explode right when he's on top of it. This one we can't leave intact, so we just have to run again. Like that. And that gets us to this storage room. Don't worry, he's actually dead. We've got a 3-star here. Ooh, the essence of defense. Good. We just doubled the efficacy of our blocking. And we have a 2-star here, which contains an MPM handgun. That's good. The more weapons we find, the better. As I said, when we approach that corner, a crawler is going to spawn. We want to simply sprint over the nerve gas trap, and it will kill him as he follows us. Like so. Now this gas trap we can actually use to kill a molded on the other side of that door. If we open it and get him to follow us, he'll walk over it, and it won't quite kill him, but when he falls, we'll be able to finish him off with a single knife slash. Get him to spawn in. Oops. And he's handled as well. Two-star. Real crate with handgun ammo. Good. Now the next thing that we have to deal with, there's a fat molded on the other side of this door, and we don't want to fight him. We can lure him into this room, kite him around that table, and get through the door and shut it behind us without killing him. And that is what we're going to do. There he comes. Incredibly, we're actually safe for a bit here in the morgue where we fought Jack. You can sometimes find an item down here. It's randomized like they all are. Nothing there this time. Let's just move right through here. Now, the dissection room has stuff in it, but there's a tripwire on this side that's impossible for us to deal with. We need to make our way around, use one of our precious bullets to destroy it, then we can actually circle back in order to get whatever loot there is. Now, let's see, here's a 1-star crate. Let's see what's inside. An herb. Alright. And here, note the 3 tripwires. We want to leave them intact because there's a strong arm molded on the other side that takes 2 tripwires to kill. So we want to walk him through 2 of these. Around here, well, you can see him. Thought he would start moving. There we go. See, he's gone. We won't waste ammo destroying that tripwire. We'll just duck under it. As we move up here, now we can see into the dissection room, and we can destroy the offending tripwire. I am going to use one bullet out of my weaker handgun. And since I have a stronger handgun, I am not going to reload that weaker one at any time. I'll just use all the bullets out of it and then discard it. Let's duck this tripwire again. Circle back. And oh look, it didn't even spawn anything in here. That's too bad. There's usually a 3 or 4 star item in here to reward your explorative tendencies. Oh well, not the case this time. Alright, now the next room, we're going to have to fight something. We've got, the doors are going to lock, and we're going to have to kill all the enemies to proceed. There's a nerve gas trap we can use, and then I'm going to use this handgun clip to finish things off afterward. So what you want to do is just sprint through, trip the message, that ought to do the trick. But as we go for the exit, a crawler is going to gank us from behind, so just turn and close the door behind you as fast as you possibly can. Like so. For this room, we've got another bug nest to destroy. I think the crawler is actually the only thing you had to deal with, though. If I remember right, we're safe while we do it, but I'm still going to do it as fast as possible, just in case. And you'll notice we've made it to the other side of this, and this, and we're at the workshop. Let's go through here. We've got another 1-star crate. Can make another first aid. It's better than nothing. Although, like I said, unless you are lucky enough to find steroids, first aid's actually pretty useless because, generally speaking, just about anything is going to one-shot us. Now, as we advance up here, there's a trap. You can kind of see it sticking out of the ceiling there. It's Lucas's trap from his keypad in the main game. So we need to walk up, and the second we hear a click, we need to turn around and run down the stairs to get out of the way. And there we go. Now, as we arrive upstairs in the master bedroom, I'm actually pretty surprised we haven't seen any yet, but no matter what, every box in this room is always a trap, and there's a tripwire too. You can see how there's less tape on all of these boxes. So we can get rid of all the traps, and you can hear the ticking too. We can get rid of all the traps without wasting any ammo by simply tripping the nerve gas trap and jumping back down into the stairwell. So that is what we'll do. Master bedroom's clear now, but if we go into the storage room, we can sometimes find items. But not this time. If I remember right, the balcony is also safe, with possibility of items. The fat molded from before is gone. Yes, we introduced turrets here. Jack has been incapacitated by a turret. So what we want to do now is the path to the left is blocked. So we're going to head to the right down a balcony. As we go there, there's going to be a turret that we can actually dodge simply by crouching. And a couple of molded are going to spawn in behind us, but the turret will be able to take them out. So that turret, we just need to sprint past. Get out of line of sight. Now as we go this way, run until you hear it, and then crouch. And then allow it to kill the molded for you. Now, in the rec room, there are several traps and another turret. There's a turret to the right as we walk in that we need to sprint past. But be careful with your sprinting, because over there on either side of the pool table leading toward Grandma's room are 2 more tripwires. So, and you can just see it hovering there. There's another turret to our left. So we want to run past here as well, which allows us to sneak back here. And get some gunpowder. Not bad. I think the turret actually took care of the tripwire for us, which is good. That's what I was hoping would happen. So the next thing we need to do is sprint through into Grandma's room. For items. We've got a single star crate with some chem fluid. That's more handgun bullets. That's good. And we have a 2-star crate, which has X-ray glasses. Also useless in this mode, but whatever. Of course, now that we have those, our psychostimulants are truly useless, so we may as well clear them out of our inventory. Alright, now we're going to sprint past that turret again, back to the other side of the pool table. And I guess technically, if you don't know how to detect traps, the psychostimulants and X-ray glasses can save you a little time. So, I'm going to run through that door, and it's going to spawn in a couple of molded. I'm going to kite them back into this room, go all the way to the balcony, and shut the door behind me. And that'll allow the 2 turrets in here to kill those molded for me. Just wait till it sounds like they're gone. Why the music stopped then, I don't know, but that's okay. All's well that ends well. Alright, so we can track back this way. We can't get into that room. Sometimes there's an item in the hallway here, but not this time. Now, we're going to have to deal with 2 more molded as we go through the loop past the bathroom, but there is going to be a flammable barrel that should allow us, if I time the shot right, to handle them with minimum ammo expenditure. So, let's do it. So you can see the barrel there. Oh yeah, but I forgot. Got an item here, more gunpowder. We get to, that's right, we get to clear the bathroom. So here's a 3-star crate. Steroids, baby. Now, ordinarily, you'd hold on to steroids till you needed to heal, but in this case, you want to go ahead and use them because now we'll be able to survive a hit, and our first aid will actually be useful to us. There's another 3-star crate over here. That's awesome. 10 handgun bullets. Alright. So now, as I run down past there, there 2 molded are going to spawn in behind me. I want to do as much damage as I possibly can with that flammable barrel, and then depending on how well any stragglers do, it may be time to use that shotgun. We missed completely with, well, no, we actually did pretty well. Alright, I'm going to discard this handgun now, since I've got my better one. I don't remember there being anything out here besides the turret, so in order to progress, we have to dive down the staircase, but if you're paying attention, you should be able to see those tripwires. There are 2. We only need to destroy 1, and the better option is the one that's farther away, which, if we line the shot up just right, we can get to it and shoot it. You actually can find the Albert handgun in this mode, but I don't think we're going to, so I feel good about reloading this one. Alright, so let's jump down. We can't get into the garage, but there is sometimes an item down here. Not this time. Alright, we've got a crate here. Let's see what's inside. Another first aid. That's not bad. There are encounters in the living room, so I like to check the laundry room first. We need to deal with this nerve gas trap. That's an explosive trap, so just trip and back up, and then we can enter the laundry room. It's 2-star, but it's real. And it's a strong first aid. Okay. You generally want to have better weapons by now. This is not good. Because we're getting close to the end where we have to fight Marguerite, and it's actually possible to kill her just with the traps in the inside the greenhouse, but it's very difficult to do. Alright, so over in the living room is the greenhouse key. We got an item here. There's a turret in the living room as well, and should be obvious, we're going to have a second doors locked big encounter in there, and we're actually going to have to kill, I think, 2 regular molded and a fat molded, but we have a turret to help us out. So you have to do a lot of kiting, but there's a 4-star. So you want to leave that bomb on the ceiling. So just shoot the flammable barrel. You'll notice it cleared everything but the ceiling bomb, which is great, because when we walk in, a molded is going to spawn in behind us. We can use a single bullet on that bomb to kill him. Alright, so what do we got in here? Another strong first aid, and the walking shoes, which are actually a great item to find. In terms of utility, I'm going to get rid of the X-ray glasses and take the walking shoes. That extra speed is fantastic. Alright, so run past here so we don't get ganked by the turret. Let's get this item, whatever it is. Chem fluid. Honestly, more ammo is going to be more useful than a first aid, so let's discard a first aid. So we can grab the chem fluid, turn it into more handgun bullets, and then when we pick up the greenhouse key is when the fireworks are going to start. So you actually want to get right next to this turret. Oh yeah, we have to trigger the encounter by trying to leave. I forgot. So now run back in here and camp by the turret. And that's it. We wiped. We have to start at the beginning. The only little advantage that we get is that if we make it back to where we died, we can get one random item that we were carrying in our inventory on the previous attempt. Yeah, it's tough to deal with this encounter. You basically just have to manage to kite him into the turret over and over and over again. But so here we go again. Let's make our second run. Now, the advantage, of course, is I don't need to explain everything again, because I've already done that once. Well, no yard items this time. No main hall items either. All right. Stabilizer's not great, but we might as well. So you can get a lot less lucky. Even getting all that handgun ammo was pretty good as far as runs go. It wasn't going to do us a whole lot of good against Marguerite, though. No item here either, so just run on downstairs. You can probably tell I've played this a lot of times. We got 2-star here. Burner. It's the worst gun you can find. Machine gun's not bad. Fuck you, buddy. I'm not your friend, buddy. I'm not your buddy, guy. Here, I don't want to have to open it again, so I'll let him get a little closer to me. That acted like it was going to be trouble, but turned out not to be. Ooh, see. Now, a strong chem fluid is good. Now we've got enhanced handgun ammo. Alright, let's kite the fat one. Come on, dude. Come on out. Excellent. Alright, come on, bro. I guess this time, before I waste a bullet, yeah, see, we've got a 4-star chest in there this time. And a 3-star crate, too, so good. Let's use the burner to destroy the tripwire. It's our least useful weapon by far. What do we have here? Ah, the survival knife. As in the main game, that's a very hefty upgrade over the regular knife. Ooh, the Magnum. Alright, now I'm really hoping we do well, because granted we haven't found any ammo for it, but by default, you get 1 full clip, and that would make a huge difference if we made it to the Marguerite fight. You don't want to get your hopes up like that, of course. This time, I want to try and get the strong arm with the nerve gas trap, because he's so much tougher than the regular. We'll save a lot of ammo if we manage that. Oh, not happening. Oh well. Burner first, then machine gun. Awesome. And now we can get the items. We got a chem fluid. Yeah, whatever. And another chem fluid. And we can discard the burner since we're out of ammo. Oh yeah, no, we don't get a full clip. We only get 3 shots, but even that makes a giant difference. You know, I get excited when I find the survival knife, but you can see how much more powerful it is when you destroy a bug nest with it. Alright, workshop. Burner again. Oh, alright. We can kill something with it, I guess. Alright, so we got this trap. So if you have all the traps memorized, there are only a couple of spots in this mode that are really that hard to deal with. Alright, clear this room. See, we got a 3-star item this time. Steroids. Yeah, fuck off chem fluid. Being able to survive a hit is a huge advantage. Yeah, we can't open it till the turret finishes shredding Jack. Just let it kill the one behind us. The turrets eventually run out of ammo, but you won't really notice that until the Marguerite fight. It won't become an issue. Sprint. There's no item up there this time, so... Grandma's room. No space for handgun ammo. Yeah. Yeah, we want it. Especially now. Oh, shoot. get rid of the burner. Oh my god, if we can make it to Marguerite on this one, we are so geared out with a Magnum and an Albert with enhanced handgun ammo. Jeez. I shouldn't think that way. I'm going to psych myself out. Good night. Yeah, we want handgun ammo, so... I'm going to use this to solve this encounter, and then discard it since I do have the Albert. Now we can lose that. I even have a heal. I'm going to use it because I want to make sure that I can take another hit. All right. Let's get everything we can before the living room. Another stabilizer, huh? Excellent. Alright. Oh, and look, here's where we died last time. The shotgun. I tell you what, I think I'm gonna want that, but it'll stay there on the ground. I don't need to get it just now. Actually good, it frees up space. Wow, okay. Let's take that. All right. Let's go for the greenhouse key. Oh, I'm gonna have to ditch something for it. At this point, the best thing to ditch is actually probably this. It's also helpful. I'm trying to think, because I don't think you can actually pick up any items in the greenhouse. So yeah, I'm going to ditch the knife to make room for the key. Alright, and then I'm inclined to use the machine gun, what's left of it, to try and kill the fat molded. Excellent. That could not have gone better. All right. Now, let me think. I will gladly trade a regular first aid for a strong. As we go down here, you will note the tripwires. It's good to duck under both. You wanna use the bomb on both if you can, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna use the rest of my... We have to kill a crawler around this corner. So I'm gonna use my machine gun first. No, I'm actually gonna use my shotgun first. Just kidding, you have to kill 2 crawlers. Alright, now our shotgun's empty. Our machine gun's empty, but for Marguerite, we have a Magnum and an Albert with substantial amounts of ammo. Alright, so in this room, as we get back to the main hall, we unlock it and, oh, psychostimulants, lame. There's a tripwire right in the door that we can actually use. To kill a molded that's going to come after us, but I find it a lot easier to just run through. Now, out here, you've got infinitely spawning regular molded, and you'll have a fat one that comes up right in the gate to the greenhouse. But remember those 3 non-tripwire bombs we saw? If we shoot all 3 of them, that'll take the fat one out and we can run into the greenhouse. We do have to let him finish spawning. Yeah, he's gone. So now we can circle around. run through, get into the greenhouse. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, shit. I don't like that we took all that damage, but it couldn't really be helped. Let's use a regular bullet. It's a strong chem fluid. Too bad I don't have anything to mix it with. Okay. Now Marguerite first spawns in the same place she usually does. So we've got a second to look around. So you can see there's a tripwire there. We want to leave that intact. We want her to take as much damage as possible from traps. We use our Magnum first. And then our Albert with enhanced when we're actually shooting her. Well, that's not entirely true. And that you can see a bomb there with no tripwire. Same thing there. So we want to make sure we use both of those to full effect when the time comes. Oh, good. Oh, thank God, I need that. I need it now because I'm pretty sure I couldn't survive a hit from her. So now, as long as I block it, I'll survive. So she's going to grab us when we walk up there. I want to use regular bullets to do these headshots. Then I'm going to run upstairs. I'm going to camp next to the... there's a turret up there that I like to let damage her as much. Well, I don't know. It might be better to hang out down here, especially since I actually have ammo. I can try to use those bombs on her. Especially if I run around through there first. Okay. Don't worry, we don't actually take damage getting grabbed. The good news is she won't spawn bug nests like she did before. There she is. Come on, baby doll. Right over here. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Yeah, baby. Don't hit that tripwire. Let her do it if we can. Fuck! Damn it! Oh God. Oh, I don't know how she got behind me. Alright, well, I need to end that set here. Oh man. Oh, we should have killed her that time. You're almost never going to be that well geared out when you get to her. Anyway, so it goes. There were our first two tries at Ethan Must Die. Um, I guess I won't. Subsequent complete runs, I'll continue to record, but I won't bother uploading until I actually succeed. So there you go. That's our first two tries at Ethan Must Die. I'm amazed at how lucky we got on the second one, at least. Right up till the very end when she somehow snuck up behind us. Oh well. Anyway, this has been Let's Play Resident Evil 7. If you enjoy my videos, please consider clicking like, share, or subscribe, any or all of which really help me out. Regardless, please know that I really appreciate you taking the time to watch. I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.